set for an amazing event tomorrow night at the iconic York Hall, home of British combat sports. Before we begin the press conference, can I say a big thank you to our sponsors this evening, RDX Sports, Giant Inside, UNILAD, 32red.com, CoinGeek.com, Safe MMA, and of course we're broadcasting live on ITV4, our main card tomorrow evening. Couple of routine things to talk about tomorrow night. We start the show at about 6 p.m. Our first two fights of the prelims at 6 p.m. taking us to 7 p.m. when we switch off from MMA and we go live inside the arena with the London versus Belgium match for all of you guys and all the fans as well who will be joining us on the evening. And then after the match concludes at 9 p.m. we go back live on UNILAD for the rest of our prelims, taking us all the way to the top of the show at 10 p.m. when we go to our main card, our top 3 fights of the main card from 10 p.m. all the way through till close. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin with the ceremonial weigh-ins, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our presenter to kick off the press conference. Please, round of applause for Mr. Andy Shepherd.
That was special, wasn't it? That was nice. Thanks, buddy. Welcome.
No idea I was doing that.
I know, well, especially anything quite as grand as that. Oh my god, yeah, okay. Right, welcome everyone to the Bamma London official press conference ahead of tomorrow night's big event at York Hall in Bethnal Green. York Hall, very iconic combat sports venue. Bamma are very pleased to be going there. As Buddy said, we will be screening the World Cup England match during that event, so it's going to be, I get a feeling it might get a bit out of hand with the crowd by the time we get on air at 10 o'clock. Some beers are going to be consumed. So it's going to be a great night. So let's bring up some of the men who are going to be stars of that card. First of all, let's welcome our main event, who are going to be competing for the lightweight title. First of all, the challenger, the welterweight champion, Terry Brazier. And his opponent, he is the lightweight champion, Skeletor Reese McKee. In our co-main event is the Battle of the Pretty Boys. Let's welcome Anthony Taylor. Oh, he's still eating. You gotta feed that pretty body. And his opponent, also a very pretty boy, Mike Hales. Two very handsome chaps, I'm sure you all agree. And in the match that's going to open up and welcome the audience from the World Cup, we have the big man, Chai Lewis Parry. Going up against Lucas Parabich. This is, as I'm sure you can tell, a heavyweight fight to decide the #1 contender. Right, gents. Try and speak into the mics in front of you if you can. I'm sure you've all got them. Right, Chai, let's start with you. We saw you back in March make your long-awaited return to the cage after nearly 4 years out. It was a no contest against Stav Ekonomu. How did it feel to finally get in there, and was it maybe a bit of an anticlimax for you?
It was more of a nonsense contest, to be honest. Like, I mean, anybody who knows fighting and knows the sport knows that he found a way out. He used the rules to get out of the fight. It wasn't going his way. So, I mean, I don't want to dig up old skeletons, but yeah, it was annoying. You know, it did piss me off. But I'm in. I got to fight, so I'm all good.
Did it feel good to get back in the cage and get back into mixed martial arts?
It felt great to be back in. I mean, I love competing. It's just something that I like doing. It's something I'm passionate about. You know, I take it very seriously. It consumes pretty much my whole life. So it was very exciting. It was a shame what happened, but you know what? I still got a nice buzz from it. The thrill was there.
It seems like it's been a challenge for the matchmakers to find people who are all simply willing to face you. Do you believe that the heavyweight division is, in a sense, running from you?
There isn't a heavyweight division, as far as I'm concerned. If there was, then there would be a line of guys willing to fight. I'm not, you know, invincible. I'm still a human being, but I feel like I possess problems for people that they're not really willing to risk figuring out. So there isn't a division. There just isn't one. So that's why, you know, I respect this guy for taking a fight.
And as you say, you made no secret since it was announced that you signed to Bamma that you've got your eyes on one prize, and that is the Bamma heavyweight world title. Tomorrow night you get the opportunity to fight, to be that #1 contender, to fight next for that title. And it's on a big card, a big audience are going to be tuning into this one. How much are you relishing this opportunity?
I won the belt when Brett didn't want to fight me, and I defended it when Stab cheated to get out of the fight. So for me, this is just another defense. Like that doesn't define me. At the end of the day, I show up. I'm here. I'm asking to fight. If no one wants it, then I'm the king.
As you say, you've got a lot of respect for Lucas. You know, he said yes to this fight. What do you make of him? What kind of challenges do you think he holds for you?
He's big, he's tough, and he's Polish. That's about as challenging as it gets, you know. He's a tough guy, and he's game. You know, he's seasoned. He's got a lot of experience. Good luck to him. He's gonna need it.
And Lucas, to you, when this Chai fight came about, was there any doubt in your mind that you took this fight? Was it a long thought process, or you're like, yes, I want to fight Chai Lewis Parry?
Yeah, I had an offer to fight 2 weeks ago, and I didn't even think about it. I just took it straight away. I had a struggling with work, but I sorted it out, and I took the fight. I want to show myself again.
Chai, you know, he's a big man. He's got a big mouth, and you know,
big phone.
He has got a very big phone. There's a lot of chat around him. This is a big opportunity. Again, you know, this Bamma card, a lot of people are going to be tuning in. We're right after the England game on ITV. This is a huge opportunity, and of course, with this win would come a shot at that title. How excited are you about this big opportunity?
Well, if I win, I'm gonna go for another fight. Not much excited. I love to fight, and I can take a fight with the day of notice. No problem for me. So.
And when you look at Chai, what kind of problems do you think he might offer you?
No problems.
No problems.
He's either very tough or very stupid.
Talk that talk.
Lucas, how do you see things going down tomorrow? What are your predictions for this fight?
I win.
Straight.
Right.
Win.
You win a pat on the back from your team when you go back losing.
Chai,
I'm not gonna cry.
Chai, what's your prediction for tomorrow night? How do you see this one finishing? Is it quick? Is it long? Is it a knockout? Is it a submission?
I just think I'm just gonna slap him, and that'll be the end of it. I'm not really here to mess about. I ain't got the time. Like, I've got things to do this weekend, so let's just crack on.
He's not getting paid for overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our opening fight tomorrow night on our live broadcast. Chai Lewis Parry against Lucas Perlich. Now let's talk to the two pretty boys on this table. I'm sure you can tell who they are. Let's talk to Anthony first of all. Anthony, you made one hell of an entrance just a few months ago at Bamma 35. Got back on winning ways. It seems like you found quite a nice home here at Bamma. Did you enjoy that experience?
Man, am I? Woo! Let me turn off this live real quick. You know, I don't want to. Man, I love Europe. The women. Oh my goodness, the women. I'm just having fun here, you know. I love the atmosphere. It feels good to be back. You know, even though I only got to train for 3 weeks again. This is, 3 weeks of the training camp. Excuses, yeah. That's what we all say for a little bit. You're not a fighter, bro. You're an Instagram model. You put filters on your pictures, bro. Filters on your pictures.
Can we know?
I'm the masculine pretty boy. That's the feminine pretty boy. I guarantee you, I'm gonna beat your ass in your town or wherever you're from. See, you only know locally as a pretty boy. Me, I'm world known as a pretty boy. Everybody knows who I am. Wherever I step on
Instagram, he's talking a load of shit, saying he's got 70,000 followers. Where are these 70,000
Oh my, I never even brought that up, but check this out.
Yes, you did.
You pull up my hold it. Now, if you really want to talk about that, my last Instagram got deleted. I had about 100,000 followers with the blue check mark. You got 17,000 followers doing this and they all bitches. You a little bitch. You a little bitch. You're a little bitch. What? Hey, y'all see his record? Combined the people he fought, 0-50. 0-50.
And you're the next bum on
Oh,
the list.
0-50.
I thought it was put in front of me.
Hey.
You're the next bum on the list.
Yeah, come on. I guarantee you won't say it in my face. I'll slap your ass, Jackson style. Yeah, sit your ass down. Shut your bitch ass up. Run up and shut up.
You sit down.
Run up and shut up. Yeah. I'ma beat your ass. I'ma beat your ass. I'ma make you my bitch. I'ma make you my bitch. I'ma make you my bitch. Check this out, y'all. We all know who I am. I'm the real pretty boy. Flashy, look good. Do women love me? The man want to be like me? Look at me. I'm like Tupac, man. California dreaming, man. Y'all already know. Flashy. Look at this. Flashy. Y'all already know. Hey, wow. There ain't nobody like me. Check this out. There ain't nobody like me in the world. Not Connor, not McGregor, not Boyd. I got the dopest walkout ever. When y'all see my walkout, y'all gonna be like, God damn, that motherfucker. Put his ass in the fucking fire.
Anthony, let's just hand over the floor to Mike for a second. Unfortunately, this is not a battle of Instagram followers. This is a fight.
He the one bringing it up.
Right, Mike.
Hey, I fuck more girls than you have followers, homie. What? Hey, like I said, you're locally known. I'm worldwide known.
That's nothing to be proud of.
Nothing. Come on, bro. Look at me, man. I'm ripped. I can sing. I can dance. I can fight. Hey, Paramount Pictures, put me in the movie.
Can you prove you can sing, please? We want proof.
You make me feel so good. What? Look at me. I'm all down in the bag of chips.
Ladies of London, beware. Anthony Taylor's here. Mike, let's just get a couple of words from you.
A couple. There you
A couple
go.
of words. Apart from the Instagram rivalry that seems to be brewing here, what kind of a challenge inside the cage do you think Anthony poses?
I don't really. I'm not threatened by him in any aspect at all. Like, I train the same I do for every fight, so.
Bums against bums.
Yeah, you.
Check this out. I'm gonna tell you like I told everybody else.
Like James
No. James, I know James told you about me. I'm gonna tell you this about everybody else. If you kick me, I'm gonna wrestle the fuck out of you. I'm the best wrestler in the 145 division. Do I like wrestling? Not really. I rather strike. Now, if you stand in a cage with me like a man, just go hands on. I'm down to do that. Like I told Dean Barry, if you kick or do that little bitch shit, I'm gonna wrestle your ass. Now, we all know I'm the strongest motherfucker you're ever gonna fight in your life. And James Gallagher told you, and Dean Barry told you. I have power like a heavyweight. When it comes to grappling, if you don't believe me, you better ask about it. So I'm telling you, if you want it, I will stand 3 fucking rounds with you striking hands. If you kick, I'm going to revert to wrestling. And when I grab your ass, I'm gonna Khabib your ass. All 3 rounds, I will sit on your fucking ass with my power. I can bench press well over 170 fucking kilograms. Don't fuck with me. If you kick, I will grapple. If you strike, I will stand up and bang with you. I swear to God, I will bang with you. If you kick me, it's over.
Mike, is there any doubt in your mind who's going to walk out the prettier tomorrow night?
Mate, obviously. You can't strike.
Then just strike with me. Don't kick, strike with me. We'll see. Don't kick then. Don't kick. Because if you kick, don't kick. If you don't kick, then I won't wrestle it. How about that? That's fair. We all know my grappling is way better than yours. You have no mic. You have no mic skills. If this was WWE, you'd be cut. You would be cut. Check this out. You're going one-on-one.
This is not
with the
WWE.
pretty one. With the pretty one.
Mike, let's get some predictions. How do you see this one going? What have you prepared for? How have you visualized this fight finishing tomorrow night?
Every time I visualise it, it's Anthony on his back. So,
on my back. Are you serious, bro? I've only been taken down 1 time in my career, and that was my very first professional MMA fight. This is going to be my 9th fight. I take everybody fucking down. You see what I did with the Adam Bowricks when I fought at Bellator? I put my fucking hands on him. I'm a Bellator veteran against a fucking can crusher. A fucking can crusher. You're a can crusher, bro. You fight bums. If I fought the people he fought, bro, I'll be 5-0 too. You guys can be 5-0 if you fought Can Crushers like he did. We all know that. Everybody knows that. Bro, they're bringing you in here to lose, bro. I'm going to be the 145 champion, bro. Trust me. You can't go one-on-one with me. You can't strike with me. You're not fast with me. Look, I'm bigger. I'm stronger. I'm better. Hell, my dick's even bigger. If you don't like it, go check it out on the internet. It's up there. I'm the ultimate guy. I'm the ultimate guy. Mike, you're a fucking pussy. And when I get you in that cage, I'm going to knock your ass out in the first fucking round. And I'm going to ride your whole shit.
Anthony, you can definitely talk. So how do you see this one finishing tomorrow?
I'm knocking his ass out. I'm knocking him out first fucking round. Now, if he wants to revert into kicking, I'm going to punish him like Khabib does this, like his people. I'm going to punish him for 3 rounds. You can have John Kavanaugh, you can have James Gallagher, Bryan. They ain't gonna protect you, bro. I'm gonna knock you out first round. Strike with me. Strike with me.
Anthony, finally, what's the entrance going to be tomorrow? Can you let us in on that?
Man, do y'all really want to know?
Let's leave that for a surprise tomorrow night. Ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event is Anthony Taylor. This is Mike Hales, the battle of the pretty boys.
Champ is here.
Wow, that was
I'm very confused. I didn't know Kevin Lee was in Bamma. Where did this land?
They said I was a Walmart version of Kevin Lee. I'm like, Walmart version?
Right, let's move on to our main event of the evening. This is undoubtedly one of the most anticipated fights in European MMA this year. On one side we have someone looking to become a 2-weight champion. On the other side we have someone who has just won a fantastic win and the world title. It's Rhys McKee versus Terry Brazier. Terry, let's start with you. You're coming off the back of a stunning highlight reel win over Alex Lahore. How did it feel to finally get that world title around your waist?
Yeah, it was good. I felt I was ready for it. It was the right time. It's something we've been holding back for a while. There's no need to rush. I feel like a lot of people rush in MMA. Opposed to boxing, you go 40-9 boxing before anyone actually fights anyone. So I took my time. I think that was my 10th pro fight. And it was the right fight at the right time against Alex. And my last welterweight fight, yeah.
You said your last welterweight fight. You won that title. What made the decision to straight away drop down to lightweight? And not only drop down, but look at the challenge for the world title.
It's been something that I've wanted to do for a while now. I've got my coach Dean Amsinger, obviously does my weight cuts and things like that. There's obviously no need to rush. Obviously, I want to go all the way. And I am a lightweight. I'm naturally lightweight. I walk around at 80 to 83 kilos. So at this level, I should be able to bash up welterweights. That's the way we looked at it. That was the title I wanted. I beat Alex, and it felt like the right time to cut down to lightweight. I spoke to Rhys at the last Bamma at the back, and him saying it cuts down from around about 82 as well. It just sort of like reassured me that that's the category I should be in. And yeah, I made weight cushy, feel amazing, feel better now than what I did at welterweight. So I'm buzzing.
Do you think you still hold all the attributes, the strength and particularly your stamina that you had? Have you brought that from welterweight down to lightweight?
Yeah, 100%. I feel so much more mobile on the ground. I feel better standing. I feel more mobile on my feet. Everything's just come together nice.
It feels like there's a lot of respect between you two. What do you make of Rhys as a fighter and as a champion?
Well, I've only met Rhys briefly in the last fight. I just know that he don't talk shit. He turns up to fight. He obviously took this fight on short notice against a higher category champion. So he's got my respect as a fighter. I've never heard him chat shit about me or anyone else, so there's no need to be disrespectful to him. Do you know what I mean? We're going to get in there and we're going to throw down tomorrow, and I'm sure we're going to shake hands after.
And Rhys, for you it's been a roller coaster 18 months, but it all seemed to come to fruition when you stood there with Tim Barnett at Bamma 34, and it felt like we saw Rhys McKee 2.0. The Rhys McKee that beat Tim there, you couldn't possibly believe was ever beaten by him. It was a punch perfect performance almost. What's changed? What's evolved within you over the last 18 to 12 months?
Well, like I obviously believe that Rhys McKee was always in there. You know, I was always vocal for the rematch and stuff. So it was nice to go out and do that. You know, and I feel like I've really stepped on from the Tim Burnett of my career. You know, and I want to put that to bed. And you know, that's why I'm super excited to fight again. You know, this is the next chapter for me now. And yeah, I'm sick of hearing about Tim Burnett, to be honest.
When the Terry fight was offered, was there any trepidation in accepting? I mean, you know, Terry's gone up there, he's won the world championship at the next weight class up, he's been fighting regularly, bigger guys. Were there any second thoughts given, or was it a straight yes, I want this fight?
Yeah, to be honest, man, like you could ask Bamma yourself. I've never second guessed a fight. I've never, you know, asked is there a more suitable opponent. You know, whoever Bamma basically want me to fight, I'll fight. As Terry said, you know, he is a lightweight fighter too, so I don't see any reason why I would have turned that down. It's, you know, it's a fight that sells. We're here in London. It's going to be a great fight and a great event.
When it comes to, I mean, the big thing here is the weight cut. Obviously, this is Terry's first time coming down. Do you think that does that play in your mind at all? Do you factor that into your considerations that he might lose some of the ammunition he's had so well at welterweight?
No, I'm treating it as Terry's coming in 110%. You know, that's for me to do anything less than that would be careless and unprofessional. So, listen, I'm prepared for the best Terry Brazier there is, and tomorrow night we're gonna throw on the line. That's the best way to do it.
I'm sure you two have both followed each other's careers. Rhys, what do you make of Terry as a fighter?
Good man, he's tough. You know, he can go all day, as can I. He's some legit wins over legit guys. So you know, it's not as if his record's picked or anything like that. So listen, I have utmost respect for all my opponents, and Terry's no different. But tomorrow night we're both going 110%, and we are both trying to fight for this. So you know, I have it. Terry's looking at nice for a good fight.
And tomorrow night, you're headlining this big card for Bamma. You know, again, we're rolling straight from the World Cup into this fight, and you're headlining it. Your guys' faces are on that poster. How does it feel to expect to finally be putting in the positions that you want to be headlining big cards, fighting for these titles, fighting with these titles?
Yeah, certainly. You know, to seeing McKee on that there board, it's a big deal for me. You know, 22. This is my 9th fight for Bamma. You know, I don't think there's many 22-year-olds that are in the same position. So, you know, it's nice. It's time for me to main event a show here at Bamma, and it won't be my last, that's for sure.
Talk about you main eventing this show. It may well be a hostile environment for you. Your court, a very intimate venue, a fantastic venue for combat sports, but Terry being the local lad may well, as you have done previously, bring down an army of fans. Does that play in your mind at all when you walk into an intimate venue like this and may well be getting more boos and cheers?
Not really, to be honest. It's pretty cool, I guess. Like the beauty of this sport is once that cage door's locked, it's me, Terry, and a ref. Doesn't matter who's outside, who's shouting, throwing stuff at me, whatever. Just us in there, and that's all I need.
Terry, tomorrow night you have the opportunity to become a two-weight champion. Yeah. If you achieve that, can you just try and put into words what that will mean to you in your career?
When I achieve that tomorrow, you know, this here we go. Sorry, fucking hell, put words in my mouth. When I achieve that tomorrow night, you know, this is the next step for me. Given my age and things like this, I have pushed, you know, that's why I want this title. This is just another step on the ladder for me. Bamma have been really good to me. We've had some really good fights. I've always shown up. They've always looked after me. But, you know, there are bigger things out there for me, I feel. And, you know, I will be looking to really step up the mark after this. Whether I stay with Bamma and they offer me someone else, or possibly another title, or who knows, you know. I'll go
drop it down again?
I'll go up to fucking middleweight. Yeah.
No more weight loss.
But yeah, no, I just feel like it's another step on the ladder for me. Two-weight world champion, Duquesnoy, didn't win against Brendan, so he's out of the picture. I'm the first two-weight world champion Bamma will probably have.
And as I just asked Rhys a moment ago, this is a big card. A lot of people are going to be tuning into this, and you know, you're headlining this one once again for this opportunity, and if you win, a lot of eyes on you. How much are you relishing this whole experience?
Yeah, listen, I've got an amazing team around me. It's been built in the lead up to this and further in my career and going to the top. you know, I feel like I'm ready for it. I've been training for this my whole life. I grew up fighting. I was in the army fighting, and then you know, and then I went into MMA, and I've been fighting. You know, so my whole life's been based around this, and I'm ready to take the ball by the horns and make the most of it and get to the top.
Final question for you both. I'll go with you first, Terry. How do you see this one playing out tomorrow night?
I see us both going in there and throwing down, but I'm going to be too much for Reese, and unfortunately tomorrow night he's going to lose his belt.
Conversely, Reese, what are your predictions for how this fight will end and will go with Terry?
How could you go against a finish? You know, all my wins have been a finish, so listen, it's going to be a finish, and it's going to be pretty early in the fight. I can see it. And I heard Terry saying, you know, about the pace he sets, and listen, I go all day. I know Terry goes all day, but I bring a high pace, man, and you know, let's just see.
Who cracks first?
Yeah, let's see who cracks first. I know who it'll be, man. I know who it'll be. But tomorrow night, that straws on my shoulder.
You look at him every morning in the mirror.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event tomorrow night. An absolutely spectacular main event. With all my guarantees. Lots of respect to you guys. If you can make it out tomorrow night, fantastic. If not, we're going to be on ITV4 from 10 PM. The undercard is going to be on UNILAD from 9 PM. Wherever you are, please join us for Bamma London tomorrow night. We now have the weigh-ins, so please stick around for that, and chaps, I'll let you go and get ready.